It's that simple, isn't it? Speaking of simple, I simply need to try this whiskey. Yeah, that works. Greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. And in my aging, I have somehow gotten taller. Or have I? We'll find out soon. By the way, I'm going to do a lot of this, just so we're clear. Whoa. Happy birthday to me. It's a thing. If you watch this month's video, you realize how much I love talking about my birthday. I don't understand it either. But I see people's... Nope. Hold on. I see people's in chat already. See what's going on. I remember if I'm looking over here, there's a reason. 5 fingers. High five. Andrew Butler, happy birthday, Brian. Well, thank you. Whoa, everything moved. Thank you very much. I have aged. I've leveled up, is the best way I can put that. Jimmy Jazz, good evening and happy birthday. Thank you. I look at no day over 42 as of yesterday. Katie Road, happy birthday. Whoa, everything moves. Scott, oh, hold on. Scott Moody, happy birthday and cheers. I must do this in order or I will get angry at myself. Katie Road, happy birthday. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Hello. Raise the glass to my coming into being. Via cesarean. Anyway, very early in the morning. Speaking of mornings, guess who didn't get much sleep? Guess who didn't get much sleep last night? Happens every year. I wish it didn't. I always have trouble sleeping. Specifically the day before my birthday, but also in general. So no surprises there. My sleep has been all over the place. Music is what I forgot. I wish I could just pick birthday music, but that's not really a thing. Do we want to go lo-fi, girl? Sure we do. Even though that gets a little flaggy for copyright sometimes. Not a big bad flaggy, just a... They allow you to use this on YouTube. I don't understand it. Chris Smith, hello. Good evening. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. Zen Buddha, ooh. Don't know why I heard it in that way. Happy birthday chair. Yes, if you will notice, I have a new chair. At long last. It's been a long time coming, actually. The one I had been using was getting pretty bad. Like the left armrest, basically, just kunk. And, the seating was the seat was just not, the back of the chair was not a thing. I couldn't do it at all. So now I actually have some support, and I sit in a chair like a normal person. Don't be fooled. Okay, stuff is happening. Good, we're good. So, birthday raffle. Would you like to know what the selection for this evening is? You're like a, well, connoisseur, but that's what I am. Of whiskey. You get out of here. Oh, and also, I'm trying to keep a close eye on chat because I have to actually do a thing tonight, and normally I just babble away. I should put some whiskey in my glass. That is the plan. Actually, I have to rinse out my mouth. I haven't eaten since breakfast. I did have a lovely breakfast with Mama and Papa KillCo. That was very nice. But due to my lack of restfulness last night, I just came back home and fell asleep for 3 hours. So in the middle of the day, it was just nappy time for this 43-year-old. Which checks out. Donna Pratt's whiskey. Happy birthday, Brian. Thank you. Thank you. It's weird, man. Birthdays are weird. Especially with Facebook, you just get all these happy birthday things, which is nice. People don't have to do that. But it's also... But I don't not appreciate it. It's just, I am very... I don't know what to call it. There's a word for it. when people give you compliments and say, you know, well wishes, and I'm just like, stop it. Oh God, what was that? Oh, hello. From you, I can't read that. Why is it so small? Oh, there we go. From your fans. I don't have any fans. I have a fan in the ceiling. Thank you. From your fans. What is that? It's not for Raffle, is it? I haven't even said what it is, so I don't know who From Your Fans is. I can find out. But if From Your Fans would step forward and want to enter, do tell. If not, you don't have to. I will not force you to enter. Fifth quarter tailgate. Happy birthday, thank you. I feel like I did yesterday, so there's that. The raffle. I'm getting to it. We're getting there. First, I got to put the scrolly thing on because I'm really good at forgetting that. And then we get to put this on. Hey, I remember to do that. And now, the reveal. There we go. It's a seven pack? Sure, 7-pack of Schwamples. Where do I? It will come in this size thingamajig. Whoop. 7. Because 7. If you haven't noticed, it's 7-7. And I found out recently, it feels like something I should have known, and I did not. Or if I did, I forgot, which checks out as well. It's like Chocolate Day. Hey Google, when is Chocolate Day? Chocolate Day. Guess who likes chocolate? A lot. I have some over there. Maybe I have reasons. So good. Oh, I see who from my fans is. Thank you. Oof. Haven't quite got used to sitting in this chair yet, and I'm also a little higher up. Like you can see my Van Gogh painting right there, which used to be in the shot, I think. This is the only time I've been thinking about moving it because it's there and you can't see all of it. That makes me super twitchy. Just but you know it. I think it's Starry Night. That's what it's called. So if you know what that looks like, that's what that is. Because I'm sophisticated. You saw this if you were here at the beginning. This is a donation bottle from a certain Zen dude because I've been talking about it. It's the weirdest thing. What is it, manifesting? Is that what people call it? You speak of a thing and then it shows up in your life. No, this is because someone heard me saying it and was like, here, this is yours. This is the Bourbon. I don't know how to say that. What's the E? Try to explain to me in typing how to pronounce that. That would help. But it's L-E thing above it. O-V-I-L-L-E. Barton. Barton, I can say. Celebrating a shared Irish heritage. Finished in ex-Bordeaux wine. Bordeaux? I know how to say that. Wine casks in Ireland. Bordeaux. Did Morgan. Happy birthday, Brian. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Léoville, Barton. Léoville. Cool. I got it. But I haven't had this yet. I haven't had any whiskey yet. This is 46%. It's kind of Léoville. Léoville. Is it French? I failed French in high school, so Léoville. Léoville. La. Lure. Oh, that's the stereotype I always roll into. Thank you, cartoons from when I was younger. I'm doing a particular thing. All of this is particular, by the way. I don't do many things without either randomness, because that's what I do, because I don't know what's going to happen next, and neither do you, so it's a surprise for us both. But these are all picked for a reason. All of them. And even this glass has a reason to it, because you can't see. Well, maybe you can't. It says Lefroy on it. This was the whiskey that got me into whiskey via Papa KillCo. And somehow also via Fred Minnick. But I've told that. He doesn't care. It's fine. He didn't say he didn't care. I just know out of all the people he's had to deal with in his life, He's heard that more than once. Isaias, hello, cheers, welcome. But more importantly, it was the book he wrote, the Whiskey Women book. If you know that one, it's down. There's a link down there. If you haven't listened to the audiobook, Papa KillCo does audiobooks. He did that one. Sipping on Ben Holiday BIB, really tasty for Missouri bourbon. Is that Missouri? No, is it? I don't know states. I don't know states. Sober up, man. You got to be careful when you're doing online stuff with whiskey. It'll get you. And it's happened to me once or twice. And since I've cut back on live streams on other channels, that's helped. I was even talking with Mama KillCo earlier today about how loud am I today? Why? If I'm tapping out on volume, do tell. I've been fiddling with the microphone and it still looks too high. Just when I'm talking a little excitedly. Anyway, let me know. I've been futzing around with the microphone. It's been pissing me off. This one comes with a little thingy-me-jiggy. Fine. Pull the bottle out. Do the sensible thing, Brian. But I don't wanna. There we go. It's got a booklet. I was unaware of that. Well, I actually looked at this earlier when I got it. Celebrating a shared Irish heritage. All about the Irish heritage. Oh, it's an Untold bit. Thought it was like an open-y thing. It's not. It's not. Isn't it fancy? Welcome to the world of graphic design. Someone had to design this whole layout. You don't think about that very often, but I do. It's annoying. Think about what font they use and everything. It's a very nice font. Who's got a... There's a thing that says nosing tasting notes. The volume is good. A few months ago, it was on the quiet side. Yeah. Yeah. That is one of the things a whiskey person, YouTuber guy like myself will worry about. How do I sound? Do I sound like myself? Do I sound as sultry as I mean to? Do I sound interesting? This is Bane's voice. That's what those are for, by the way. Now you know. And if, you know, you're thinking, this guy's 43, what is he doing? Acting like a child. Welcome. All right. Let us begin with this. This really looks nice. Again, this is one of those, I don't think they used coloring, but I don't know. And if they did, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. I will pretend they didn't. I will go into most whiskeys pretending they didn't, even when I think they did. With this one, I'd like to think they didn't. Flash load of 5 fingers for me. This is no longer on my screen. Oh, hold on. Will it be on my screen? Do-do-do-do. Load of 5 fingers from the bride. This is no longer. Oh, hold on. Did he say hello to you? I can't pay attention to everything. I don't even try. There we go. Like that? Happy birthday. Which imp. Hello. Welcome to this madness. I haven't had any whiskey yet. It's been 15 minutes. It checks out. Once again, this is the raffle for this evening. If you enter, please at KillCo Whiskey Musings me so I know you did and how many, and I can putter around with that. This will be a 2-hour stream because every time I do a giveaway, 2 hours. Because I know I go on a little early for some, and also not so early for others. I'm in that nice little space where someone who's on the other side of the ocean in Roy's territory could foreseeably watch my channel late at night. That's what I used to do. Now, if I have Roy on again, and if you didn't see that, it's back there, it's live. Roy is amazing. Oof. Haha. That definitely has a wine influence. Just a bit of hobby. Hobby. Ah, it happens. I do it all the time when playing video games. Oh, hello. Eva Williams. You make me nervous. Cheers to anniversary of your coming out. Yes, I was removed, technically. Didn't really come out. It was a breach. Even then, I didn't want to get out and be around people. Thing. I don't know how unhappy I was when I got out of there, so that's a Mama KillCo question. David Basie, I see you. Hold on. I watched Midnight Onward. Yeah. I noticed. Hello. Congrats on 750. That's the other thing. God, it's a combo. I had to get through the birthday thing first to make sure everyone understood what's going on with it, with this, the Raffle. But yeah, 750 subscribers. How did that happen? Years of suffering. Well, I guess Andrew Butler's late night person. I used to be, but my sleeping pattern went bazonkers. So I don't know anymore. Steady on. Patience. We're going into this whiskey. I've never had it before. Live chat. YouTube is fickle. Yes, I got it. I always do live chat. There may be a day where I have to change that, but I haven't yet. That would have to be like complete scrolling text. I've thought about this. If this channel ever gets to a point where there are many people in chat, that has happened, usually with as a guest, it would be so hard to follow. There's so many people talking so fast, which is good, but also frustrating because you can't interact with everyone every time since things are just flying by. Onto the nose. Whoa. I don't know what Bordeaux smells like or tastes like, but I would say there's a distinctive wine influence to this. And it's a red wine, yeah? Maybe? It sounds like it is. If you know anything about wine, let me know. I could read this whole thing on stream. I'm not going to. I'll look at it later, but I will go over the nosing notes, tasting notes. Leon starts at 2. Yeah. Yeah. The late nighters. Was it Women of Whiskey or late nighters? Cheech is a late nighter or a whiskey. Oh, hold on. Encore. There we go. He's a late night. Hot Bitter Rolls used to be late night. Wow. There's a funk. I had chocolate for a moment, dark chocolate. You're loud and you're distracting me, music. Stop it. I mean, it's not that loud, but it's enough to distract me. Which is not hard to do, for the record. We met in the forest. That's the name of the song. You know, if you gave this to me and said this is an Irish whiskey, I wouldn't believe you. I honestly wouldn't know what the hell this is. Good God. That sounds very fancy. Hey, get out of here. Bloop. Don't know what I'm doing. Fifth Bourdain, that's right. I knew I was forgetting something. Never list off a bunch of things because you'll always miss something. I haven't learned that lesson yet. I got the vanilla. Bordeaux is a dry red wine, often big and bold. Aha! Well, it's showing up. The funny thing is I don't like red wine. Or let me rephrase that. I have yet to have many red wines that I can appreciate. That sounded better. And it's because of this nose. Not that I dislike it, but it is something that made me think red wine immediately. I was like, I know that one. Something I've thought about in whiskey is how easy it is to pick out what you don't like. Much like reality. Things that people don't like or are negative get more attention, unfortunately. Let's not do that. Pineapple? How wild is this? Chateau LB is 84% Cabernet Sauvignon, as I believe it said. 11% Merlot and 5% Cabernet Franc. Cabernet Franc. Guess who doesn't drink wine? Although I do have a recommendation for a wine place. If you're in the Rhode Island area, Newport Vineyards is really nice. Can be very busy. Don't go on the weekend. Uh-oh. That's always fun. Someone gives you some crazy good whiskey and it's like, oh gosh, I must have more. Oop. Oop. I knew I forgot something. There we go. The other light. There are, I've mentioned this before, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6 lighting sources on me right now. It's a bit much, but it looks okay. Not as much glare on my glasses. That's mostly from the screen anyway. Bourbon Baller. Cheers, HBD youngster. Well, to some, yes. To others, not so much. But I will admit, much like many of you, I like to believe, is I don't feel my age. There are things about getting older that make you realize you're getting older, but as far as, you know, how I feel, I am still a child, or at least an angsty teenager who doesn't want to be bothered by people. I'm really enjoying the nose on this. It is just weird. There's like that funk. The red wine thing is very in my face. That's what makes it interesting to me, and I'm curious what it'll do on the palate. Okay, first whiskey at 43 years old. Is that important? No, but it sounds good. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wishing me a birthday thing. Appreciate it. And I hope you all like this selection. I will talk more about the selection. Oh, wow. That is spicier than I thought it would be. A little sweet. I kind of ruined my palate before this because I took a like a protein drink and just I need something in my system or else I'm just gonna get hammered. We don't want that. There you go. Hey, everyone needs a hobby. It's fine. That way you're never drinking alone. So it's known. Do I have any of those? I do. I have some weird plush toy thing. I don't want to say, whoa, I don't want to say weird, but 43-year-old male in the United States. I don't know if I want to see what this happened. There we go. It's a G-string. Thank you, Zenbood. Zenbood, I swear you've tried these. I know one of them you gave to me. You gave me 2 of these. What are you doing? There's probably 1 or 2 in there you haven't tried. Maybe. I don't remember. Let's get to the thing. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Zenbood is in 4-7, I think. I looked away. That was a mistake. That was also a mistake. Okay. Sorry, it was something I didn't check. I just realized I didn't check it. 7 entries. Oh, of course. My confusion was not needed. Zen Buddhism for 7 so far. I think he's gonna get it. But we'll see. The night is young. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7 entries. I'm gonna drink more water. I'm annoyed. I knew I'd get annoyed, but something about protein drinks that are gross. The chocolate ones. Oh no, look at this guy. Spirited Sights, how are you? You look familiar. This guy kind of never shows up for my live streams. For those who don't know, that is, oh, what do we call him? We got Mama KillCo and Papa KillCo. Bro KillCo. That doesn't sound right. But that's my brother. Spirited Sights. They like to see scary stuff or places. Thus, Spirited Sights. Blah. Yep, I forgot to put the bottle back in there. I'm drinking a fancy whiskey tonight with a, well, how do you say this again? Leoville Barton? Leoville? Bordeaux? Wait. Yeah, ex-Bordeaux wine casks. Fancy. My brother has done wine stuff, so he knows more than I do about that. But plenty of you know stuff about wine, too, so good. 1.4 bottles a year? Hold on. Animals live much longer, yes. Oh, I was saying, I have gifted stuff. I have a Stitch thing, and I have a Figment. If you don't know what Figment is, I wouldn't be surprised. It is a thing that Disney did for a while, Disney World. And I don't think that's even there anymore, so it's technically a collector's item now. What else? Oh yeah, the dragon. Where is he? He's down here. Dragon, it guards my whiskey. Don't come near it. It will catch you. Used to be in the corner. It's good. I like. And it is green spot. I think the wine just brought out more spices. More than anything. A little peppery, a little cinnamon. It's actually nice. Yeah. It's a green spot with a little extra spice. It's spicy. But in a good way. I'll try a little more of that. We have many whiskeys for me to drink tonight, so I'm very careful about that because I also have to keep track of entries. So far, we're okay. It's usually about the 7 o'clock time. No, 8 o'clock, Brian. It's 8 o'clock time when more people start rolling in and entering. I realized I didn't put a Lefroy in this lineup, but that was because out of all these samples, I had to pick certain ones. So we did the Elijah Craig, which is the recent one I did a video of, and it's more recent release. So the A123, I know people, I forgot to turn that off. That's my Blizzard thing, BattleNet, because someone logged on, so it makes that noise. Elijah Craig A123 is a recent this year release, so people may want to try it without having to find it. That's what that's about. The green spot LB is of course this, because I want to share this immediately. Then we have C. Here we get into the stuff I picked because of reasons other than now birthday bottles, since I'll show you my green spot is sad and will not last much longer. Might even not last the night. No, it will. I don't want to drink that much. Logged on from early. That is. Okay. Aquavita's pick, because Roy is awesome and has been on this channel before. Crowded Barrel. Magnificent Beast, which is a bottle that Daniel worked on, or a... That's right, Zenbu. It looks like rain for that bottle. Where was I? Magnificent Beast is a blend that Daniel worked on. It's from Crowded Barrel. It sold out really fast. I wasn't even going to buy a bottle, but Mama KillCo bought one. See how that ties in? Then It's Bourbon Night, Maker's Mark. That's the recent video I did, if you didn't watch it. And the Redbreast 27, again, a mega donation, which people want to try just because of what it is. 27-year-old Redbreast. People want to try it. Then we have the Whiskey Mentors, Irene Tan, very fortunate that she's nearby. And 3 Quart is one of the picks that I really enjoyed. This will not last much longer either. Lots of looking like rain tonight. But don't worry. I have another one of these. So we're not done yet. I've been having those on the shelf for the past 2 to 3 years, I think. 2 years. We'll say 2. I don't know when she did that pick. The Wombles. Great. I don't even know what those look like. My brain does not want to think that far ahead. Good on mama, right? I thought it was nice. It was expensive. It was like $100. It's stupid. But that is what I want to share with people. I will warn you, though, that is a mix that is mostly Balcones. So if you don't like Balcones or you've never tried Balcones, this is your chance. But also, if you know you don't, I'm just letting you know. Although it doesn't taste exactly like it, there is a certain note to me that if you get the Balcones note and you don't like it, that might be in there. But doesn't stop you from trying it because it's not a Balcones. It is a blend. It has some light whiskey in it, if I remember correctly, which really makes the texture. Oh god, the texture. I might have to have some to remind myself of that. I haven't decided yet. It might be that next pour now. Ooh. Still got it. It's still got a blatant wine influence. The main thing I could say about this, I can't say if it was in a blind. I don't think I would. I would say there's a funk, definitely. But it's so weird how the wine comes through in the nose, but not so much in the palate. Speaking of, I'm thirsty. It's almost immediate. Really tingly, really spicy. Almost peppery. Little cinnamon. Some vanilla. Vanilla butter? Is that a thing? That's what happened in my head just now. The words just got smushed together. It sounds amazing. I think it's a little dry. It just teeters off really slow. It was good. I wish I'd gone into with a fresh palate, but I didn't. Because the options were going with fresh palate and have no food or nutrition of any sort in my system, or slug a protein drink and hope for the best, which is what I did. And I feel like this is because it's so light, not a high proof. It's not punching through the whatever is still left on my tongue. That damn protein drink. Does anyone know where this place is? Like the Leoville Barton? Leoville? It might say that. We'll check that. We'll check to see if I'm correct about my own personal experience with the whiskey. Oh gosh, that's hard to read. There's age right there. It's not that hard to read. It's because it's a like a golden font on white. All right, green spot, Leoville Barton, or however you say that. I'm sorry. Nose. I'm not sorry. Nose. It is the contribution of the French oak, which drives the initial aroma, adding some crisp woodland notes to the spicy single pot still character. The wine seasoning brings a delicate touch of floral perfume and a hint of ripe berries, such as raspberry and strawberries. Ooh. These are in addition to the orchid fruit types typical of orchard fruits typical of green spot. Got it. I didn't say that, but I got what they mean. Let's check. I love the little influence and stuff that can happen. I see what they mean by strawberry. But even then, it smells like a wine. Or raspberries. Because that funk could just be tart. Yeah, for me, just knowing it's a wine influence, it's like grapes or red wine. I didn't say grapes, I just said red wine. Blah. Started my intermediate photo series of Soft Bears Hard Bottles, pun at a Peter Stiller movie. Henry Bear from Dornoch Castle, and one I named Lane from Glenmore Distillery. Man, why aren't you on Instagram? Are you on Instagram? Because people like bears and I like whiskey. Stuffed bears. Not real bears. Like the stuffed... Anyhow. Oh, yeah. I could show you what Figment is. I have one, but I'm terrified I'm going to mess with the mic when I do it. He's right there. I have one on the microphone thing, weirdly enough. The taste of this, supposedly. Familiar mouth-coating effect is very satisfying balance of oak and spices. Some vanilla sweetness, hey, works in harmony with the dry wine influence. While the fresh orchard fruits and French oak combine effortlessly with barley grains to complete the complexity. French oak? Yeah. That's never not going to be surprising, is it? Happy birthday, brother. And congrats on 750 subs. Thank you, Independent Joe. I didn't see you in here. Did you say anything? You're sneaking in. Is that an entry or just a happy birthday thing? Do tell. See, now you have to type in chat, or you don't. But do tell. That'll get you an entry. Absolutely. Oh, wait, that'll give you... Wait. Yeah, that'll get you an entry. Things are in the wrong order. Oh, there you go. You got it. Well, I'm not going to promote Instagram/Facebook, but that's where I post a lot of pictures because I don't even know why. I just do. It's probably my... I've been taking photographs since I was a kid, like with an actual camera way back when. I know how you develop film. I've never had to do it, but I know how it happens. What was my point? Yeah, so I like doing photography, and if it's a nice way to just take pictures and also let people see it, which, let's be real, that's what people who take pictures like to do. Oh, it's not plugged in anymore. What? Oh, Bordeaux is a specific region. Think of it as San Francisco Bay and Napa Valley area of France. Ah. Yeah, that's a thing over there, isn't it? Or in general. They like to call their wines after the places. That's almost the, what's that damn word? Scheiße. That's not the word. I can picture the word in my head. I can see it. It's written on a wall. I can't read it. I don't know what it is. Terroir. Thank you. Ugh. It was in there. But wine feels very terroir-ish to me. New word. Because of what they do in that regard, where they're like, it's from Napa Valley, it's from Bordeaux, that kind of thing. It's from a place. They're very specific about that. The finish. Didn't get there. The rich French oak characters. Look, that's the thing I didn't realize. It was French oak. Because I like French oak influenced stuff. Which would explain the spices, too. Because when I have Maker's 46, is spicy. In a wonderful way. French oak characters slow to fade, leaving the wine and spices of France and Ireland with the last word. So says a little booklet thing that has much more information that I haven't read yet. Maybe I will, but again, while I like the font, I don't like the fact that they decided to put it in gold in some areas. Anything. All right, I'm putting you in, Independent Joe. You got one entry. I do that all the time. So don't think it might not work, because it has for me. I believe the first bottle of, what was it? Weller 107 I ever got was was it Bourbon? I know it was. It was Bourbon, or Whiskey Uncensored. And all I did was pop in, throw in an entry, and then I went to bed. I was told the next day, guess what? You won. So it was the best investment for Weller 107 I've ever had. Will I ever get another one of that price? Absolutely not. But maybe. Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. There we go. Independent Joe, you are in for one because I said so. We still have to get a flight exchange or something. Sometime, Independent Joe. Let's call you Joe. How informal of me. Just to switch things, not because of any kind of competition stuff. You know that freaks me out. I stress enough. Oh. Yes. I'm not trying all of them tonight, but that'll be bonkers. But I am doing it a few. Oh, please don't make it feel like I'm gonna sneeze. It's not allowed. More whiskey, that'll help. Surely. Geez, what just happened? Time jumped. It was 7:15, now it's 7:40. I blinked. More whiskey? Mm. It's good. Oh, there you go. That works for me. I love when you do that. Well, when people do that. Boom. Done. I don't think I've ever done that. Like, put mine in for someone else. No, I'm a greedy son gun. But there you go. With the one shot. Dave Basie. Even if you're not here, you're in. It's even better. Someone just like, guess what? Someone entered you. You won. It's always fun. I want to talk about like what I did for my birthday. Oh, not today. Today was a mess up day because I didn't sleep well. I did have the good breakfast. It was so good. Still have leftovers. Tomorrow. The things I did do is I got the new chair so I can swivel to my heart's content. I can move around easier. This has been such a big thing with me, you have no idea. But the wheels on the other chair I had were such not good. It wouldn't work. It's like they didn't want to cooperate. It wouldn't roll like I wanted it to. This one, smooth sailing, baby. Well, almost smooth sailing. Smoother than it was. So I can move around with ease. The only weird part is that it's also taller. So I've had to tilt the webcam slightly, which is why you see this thing now. It's driving me bonkers. What I did do for myself is I bought a special bottle. That feels like something you have to do for a birthday as a whiskey person. I don't think I'm ever going to do like the crazy expensive bottle. This is kind of that for me. Like this is where it would go if I did buy one. And even then, I probably wouldn't because I don't know how much that was. But I did see this, and I heard some people talked about it on the internets. But this is a Larceny barrel proof, and it is their B523. So fairly recent. Normally I don't get fairly recent. And even when I do, I don't bother doing the video until months later. So I'm not saying I will get one out. Not this month, at least. But it's on the list now, since I know there's been a lot of... the word that kept popping up in all the videos was hype. And some people were very enthusiastic about 62.2%. This is also because I had the... It's behind me, but the Larceny pick that Bourbon did. Which I enjoyed. And I remember the first time I tried Larceny, I didn't care for it. That was only the original stuff. I believe it is a weeder, right? First memory of that. Doesn't say. I'm fairly certain it is. I get the feeling it is. I probably said that in my own video. But now my brain's just like, I have no idea. Whatever. There's also one I saw in... when I was actually at the Heaven Hill Distillery, one of the options to purchase on the tasting, if you want to call it that, was to fill up your own Larceny bottle, but I went with Large Craig. Wow, hi. That's going to happen a lot tonight. Scott Moody, you got another entry. Well, Independent Joe got you an entry. These people have no idea what's going on. Where'd it go? Did basically Scott Moody? I'm getting all the good stuff. Oh, look out. There's a cat here. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. Scott Moody. You know what? That looks really odd. Can I fix that? I say that because the thing that tells me what has just been said in the rabbit tip, specifically, it was off. So it wasn't Scott Moody, it was Scott M. Next line, Udi, which was really throwing me off. Sugar kitty meow indeed. Meow indeed. I'm running out of my 9 lives as a human being. What would this be? What do you guys think for human lifetime? Like, say a certain number of years is one life for a cat. I don't even know how long cats live. 15, 20 years? Something like that. So let's say round it up to 20, and that's a long time for a cat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a long ass time. Let's cut that down. I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4 cat lives, and you're 80. Let's round a lot down to 10. So that would be 90. That was easy. So I'm technically on my 4th cat life. That sound good? Sure. Not even halfway there. If one was to get to 90, which I can hardly comprehend that. Oh, look at this. You're really loving those things, huh? I'm gonna have to try one. I don't think I have her rye thing, the one you keep talking about, but... Or maybe I do, honestly. If I were to get a rye, it would very likely be that. I know I have the Milam Green rye, and a number of others. You can actually see most of the ryes down here. Over here, hold on. There-ish, second shelf down there. Those are ryes mostly, right next to the Irish. But now everything's been tilted up slightly. It feels really weird. Looking at my camera, like before you could see what these bottles were, now you can only see the tops. Same with over here, you could see some of the second shelf, now you can only see the tops. I'm gonna get a whole new setup because of this chair. Yeah, 20 is a nice good old cat age. I think my cat max was up to 18. Oh, hello. Oh, he's gonna keep going. Sugar Kitty, you got one. Donated by Independence. Let's see. How am I doing this, though? My only concern, and this is a mild one, since I know I will see most of these people on the internet at some point, is getting in touch with people who's like, I won? Yeah, someone entered you. It's like, oh. Getting in touch with them is part of, I'm like, I don't know how to do that. But if you're entering for them, Independent Joe, I'm going to hold you accountable. But I'm not worried about it. I feel like I can get in touch with most people on here, if necessary. I know some people are kind of sketch about giving their address. Even I am. I always feel weird being like, yeah, send it to me. Though there is some mild level of security in this apartment complex. Sugar's about 15. Ah. He's a cozy cat, I hope. And now a song stuck in my head. Damn it. Sugar bum 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 bum. We're moving on to another drink because I've only had one. What is happening? That's really nice. You know what I'm gonna do? I already know. Oh, the spices. Good God. God, bracing. I will compare the green spot to the green spot at some point. Maybe when I get another bottle, unless I have one. This is the latest weird dilemma for me. I may have a green spot bottle somewhere, like a full one, but I don't remember. So in all likelihood, that means I had a second bottle last year, and I haven't bought a new one since. So I keep thinking I have an extra one, but I did a brief look once or twice. Wheels earworms? Did I? Hold on. Let me first of all click what I'm talking about. Hey, let me go look. See, I might not even know that song. Oh God, trying to find names and this is so hard. Oh God, that's why I didn't see that, and now, nope. I don't want that one. I will switch for a different one, which is not technically Wheels, but it is. I think it's a song called "Here in My Car." In cars, except I hear the version by Fear Factory, which is actually a really good cover. So I know it's a cover. Oh no! Yeah, it happens to us all eventually. My prescription changes every 2 years. It's really annoying. 22 does hello. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Welcome to this chaos. And once again, if you're just showing up, please remember the thing that I asked the thing to do. There we go. Most of you are subscribed already. We've gotten a few more recently, which still weirds me out. I'm glad you're here, people who are subscribed or not. The song about cars is by the Cars. That checks out. But this is the Raffle sampler for tonight. 7 things. You know what? That's louder than normal. That's why I keep startling me. I don't know why. I don't know how. Maybe it's my speakers. My speakers are probably cranked up a bit. That would do it. It's a mild startle, but it's the loud noises, you know? What was that? Birthday Brian, congrats on 750 subs. On to 1K. Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh, you did. Thank you. I saw that. Where was the thing? Oh, pinch hitter. Haven't seen you in chat. But hello. Welcome. That's okay. I have trouble pasting the BS too. I don't even remember if I pinned it. Oh, I did. Whew. You have to go down below to get the links. And then you have, this is what I have to do every time. I should find a better way to do it. I haven't, but I have to copy what's underneath here. And then I have to paste it in chat. And then what? Hold on. And then I have to put a space in between each. Because for whatever reason, when I paste it, it doesn't want to do that. It's weird. I meant the song, not the band. Okay, yeah. I feel like I would have remembered that. You know, the song about cars is by the Cars, but the song is called Cars by Gary Newman. But the version I have in my head is by Fear Factory. Again, if you haven't listened to it, it's good. I like it. If you like metal stuff. If not, there you go, folks. It's either in the pinned comment at the top of chat or right there. 22 Toes is posting in chat. That is the link to post to get the rabbit to dance and also to get into the waffle. Pinch hitter, shall I assume that's in for 2 for you? I didn't ask that, but I'm going to assume it is. If not, speak now or forever not say anything. Boop, boop. I'm going to do it. You better stop me. Oops. There we go. I got one in. Pinch hitter, hurry up. Oh my gosh, you're going to get entered twice. Again, I will just assume. Unless otherwise told. What am I doing? Now it's really stuck in my head. There we go. Thank you. To show the world. Yes, he's in for 2. And if you win, hand deliveries are easier. Much easier. I wish I could play that song on here, but no. Copyright BS is a thing. I feel myself getting tired again. Oh, I wish I could blame that on getting older, but I can't. That has nothing to do with it. Ow. I'm talking too fast. What was I saying? What was I doing? 22 Toes. 2 entries. Got it. Thank you all who are donating. Or no, not donating. What's the word? Supporting? That's another one that could technically be a hand delivery. I keep saying I'm going to go visit New York someday, but the word New York stresses me out because I've been there. Very busy. Lots of people, many tall buildings, lots of places for snipers to be. That's where my brain goes. Or just you get shanked while walking down the road. I don't... Too many people, not enough trees. Stresses me out. And getting there is a trek. You guys know. You've trekked this way before. What? I'm getting tired again. What just happened? Excuse me. Why? just happened? Hold on. Okay. $1 for each new sub since last time. I like that. 10 entries at pinch hitter. Well, someone's excitable today. E. Williams is doing a thing. I can't highlight that, can I? No, I cannot. Wow, that's unfortunate. Oh, my brains. I gotta get that set up. Now, pinch hitter's got 12. If I'm doing math correctly, and there's a high chance I might not be. See where you two are isn't that nearly as bad, but it's further. That's okay. Further south or further west? It could be either or both or none. Ah, go away, damn it. I got the sleepies again. As I said at the start of the stream, didn't sleep well last night. Whoa, don't you dare. Now I need to count. Ah, pinch hitter. Look out. Evil Williams is nuts. Okay. You have now 12 entries, so good luck for that. Granted, it's all random. Never know, though. Hopping Islands? You guys live in Crazy Town. Hold on. Getting worse. You're really trying to figure out where you guys could be. Yeah, right? Put you in Jersey. I don't know. I never leave the area. Longoolan is Betcheries by ferry. Ugh. Folks, you're watching in real time what a mental disorder can do to your energy levels, because mine just went... I don't know what caused it. There's never really a cause, actually. But, my brains. What do I want to pour next? Oh, that's right. I was leaning towards this, which is way the heck back here. Oh. I know of them. Manhattan Island and Long Island. I think of Manhattan, I think of Division 2. If you've ever played that game. I get situated here. All right, we're closing in on 8 o'clock. So we got 1 more hour left. I have to hold out for that. Maybe that's what it is. My body's like, hey, you did your hour. You can stop now. Go lie down. For those who are wondering, this is the Magnificent Beast I was talking about. My voice is already dying. I don't talk to people much. This is it. Normally 2 hours every week. Fridays and Sundays. However, there's something to be said. Oh, I need a stretch. Hey, we don't talk about it, Sugar Kitty. You can do it. Cooking with Squirrels. Hello. Welcome. How are you? You haven't subscribed to Cooking with Squirrels? Well, the name says it all. Sort of. But if you like cooking, which I don't do. I did for a bit. It's exhausting. Which quote? I have no idea which quote. Film with Eddie Murphy. I know of a few of those. Redacted. That one? I thought about it. I even thought about putting that in a lineup, but I think I did that last time. Look what you've done. You've moved the jar away from birthday month. You confused it. I wonder. You'll probably miss this point. Anything that goes through the rabbit is probably just going to go right here. Right down. I feel like I should fix that, but I'm not gonna. I'm too tired. I know how. Just. All right, we're switching things up hard here. We went from a nice Bordeaux finished green spot to this. Oh, Jesus. Which is a very blatantly Balcones influenced blend. And it's 50%, whereas the green spot is, it's over here, by the way, that's what I just touched. The green spot is 46. Not a huge jump, but certainly a complete shift from style. This is where you can say, without any confusion, not very like you say it anyway, but whiskey comes in all types. Because going from an Irish whiskey finished in wine to a blended Texas whiskey, it's quite a jump. I can tell there's Balcones in there. It's this weird, like a funky cherry. It has that similar tart thing. It's not bad. I can hear the birds again. They're winding down. We're at that time where it's starting. Oh, wait. Refresh my memory. That's what getting distracted in your head is. Rewind. Is the summer Fadabada, not solstice, equinox? What's the word? Summer thing, where it's officially summer. Is that when the sun starts to go down earlier every day? So if I remember correctly, it's the winter solstice. The sun starts, at least in the northeastern hemisphere, which is in the northern hemisphere, in the northeastern part of the United States. That is supposed to be the sun setting a little later every day. And is it up until summer? Because I don't remember. It feels like it should be. It's 8 o'clock and the sun's still out there a little bit. I think hey Google, I do this a lot. When is sunset today? Yeah, we got 20 minutes until the sun officially sets. 8:20 p.m. And then we have other points in the year where 4 o'clock is the sun is setting. Peter White, hello. Shh, welcome. Oh, who's you guys multitasking again? Good God. Yeah, I bet Trevor's going live soon, isn't he? It's a raffle, I can't help it. Also, he's doing fine. I assure you I'm not stepping on his toes. It's a bit odd. The solstice marks the day is getting shorter, but sunset actually gets later for reasons. What the heck? Time doesn't make sense. We're all just on a rock hurtling through space, orbiting a star. It's weird if you think about it just a little bit. The other weird one I've heard about is the pull on the ocean. Made it to the show. John McElwain, hello. Welcome. Well, that show would have been over 4 minutes ago, if it weren't for the fact that, well, it's the raffle, so we're going to keep going. We have officially, I haven't checked in a hot minute, but we have officially, nope, that's the wrong thing. There we go. That's also the wrong thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 people have officially entered, or 6 names have entered. We have 6 names entered. This doesn't make sense. We'll say 6 people. That's the easiest way to do it. Are entered. There's the words. Equinox means the amount of days, day and night is the same for the spring and fall. Okay, you know what? I know it's going to sound wrong, but I thought it felt that way. You know, spring is one of those times where it really feels like it's starting to be sunnier each day. And autumn officially feels like when it starts to get darker every day. Is that right, or did I just say that backwards? The brain is not operating very well because of the way it is. I've aged. I can't do anything anymore. It's not true. And for those just showing up, if you haven't seen the thumbnail, 1, my birthday is today. I'm 43. And 2, we hit 750 subscribers recently. So that's pretty cool. I didn't expect that to happen so soon. I say that, and I realize this channel is getting older. How long have I been doing this? 3, 4 years? Oh, the other thing I want to mention is it's Bourbon Night 7. They have been doing their channel stuff for 7 years as of this month. I thought that was pretty funny, since that was also the reason I added their picks to this month's videos, which I have to edit still. I want to try to get 2 videos edited this weekend. This isn't real wood. It's as close as I can. Hold on, the floor. That counts. I'm not superstitious, but it feels good. What was my point? Yes, that was the reason I did the It's Bourbon Night picks for this month. I just have to edit the videos. Oh, hi, Papa KillCo. Welcome. And happy birthday again. Yes. At the start of the stream, I had breakfast with Mama and Papa KillCo earlier today, and that was great. But the part that wasn't so great is being so goddamn tired. It is the ebb and flow of my issues where I just get so tired. And of course, the sleep thing. I don't want to dive into it because there's nothing anyone can do about it. It's no quackaboom as Kin has. Did that go right past? I didn't see, because if it did, I want to reset the cup. Or reset the cup position, which I think I can do. But I also didn't see it. That's right, it's true. Then, dude, it's telling the truth. But please let me know if it went into the cup. Because if it didn't go into the cup, well, I have to tell it to scoot over. And that requires a little finagling. Dance, bunny, dance. Sugar Kitty, was that for 2? I assume it is, unless you say otherwise. Because you're here 2 times, or 1 time already. So that'd give you 3. Nope. It did go in. Okay, well, good. Epic mustache to test. With cake on it. I do have a little slice of cake in the fridge. I won't lie. I will be eating that later. Whiskey Uncensored, we were just talking about how weird New York is, or the New York area. Or wherever you live over there, since that's still a thing. Something about boats. Islands? And I was talking about this. That's what it was officially. I picked up a Larceny barrel proof B523, which I saw on the shelf yesterday. And the reason I got it is because when I had your Larceny pick, it was pretty good. So, rumor is that one's interesting. I hope so. It'd really suck if it did. Everything is weird here. Everything. I'm also really tired, so we lack freedom, but not sure how it's weird. We were trying to figure out, well, Tony Two Toes was talking about your location-ish. And I thought you were somewhere else in my head. Although I don't really know that area at all, if I think about it. I don't even know Massachusetts as well as I should. I know Connecticut better. Very likely. I've had to drive in there a few times. I know how to get to Irene Tan's store, and that's really the only important thing. Ugh. Still get used to the chair. Getting used to being able to feel the back of the chair. Peter White says there's nothing wrong with Western New York. I didn't see there was. I was talking about the city life and how uncomfortable that makes me just by thinking about it. Even going to Providence, which is a tiny place, a tiny city. You can call it a city. It doesn't feel like it. Massachusetts? Yeah. It's right over there. Wait. Right over there. I had to think about which direction I was. Actually, it's right over there, come to think of it. It's literally a stone's throw away. For those who don't know, I live on the Massachusetts-Rhode Island border. And for a while, I had to go to Massachusetts to procure my medication, which I have right here. Double time. I hate New York City. Oh, well. That's the thing. I've been there. I've been... Sugar Kitty's talking about. I've walked past Central Park. I don't know if I've actually been in it. Here's the front. Here we go. These are called sweet spots. Come on now. The front. Hold the front. There's the front. There's the front. But these are technically chocolates that do things because they are infused with stuff. I had one of these chill ones earlier and I fell asleep. Dad knows. Yes, my dad did live in Manhattan for a while. Yeah, cities. Something very... There's literally something unnatural about cities because they are an unnatural thing to be in. They're not of nature. They are man-made monstrosity. What was I doing? Yeah, my dad has all kinds of stories. Living in Manhattan, where he wouldn't get beat up because of reasons. I'll let him talk about that if he wants. My dad has a long history of stuff and how Jimson recordings became a thing. How he met my mother. So many stories. This is the one I normally take, though. Relief, which I need constantly. Because I am just... Like right now, I don't know how I'm dealing with the tired that has decided to encapsulate my eyeballs. Hello, noise. Jimmy Jazz, happy birthday. 35. Are you... Whoa. That was fun. What was I saying? Jimmy Jazz, is that in for... Wait. 7? There we go. Wow. That shouldn't have taken as long as it did. Jimmy Jazz, are you in for 7 is the question. My mind is not working anymore. It decided it wanted to tap out at 8 o'clock. I'm doing it. Jimmy Jazz, I'm doing it unless you stop me. That was a very specific number, though. So... And Jimmy Jazz, I will also say, I have your winnings from whatever time ago, 2 weeks, 3. They are set and ready to go. So once we figure out when we are going to meet up, because Jimmy Jazz is a local, so to speak. No, local as in within one state, Massachusetts and Connecticut. Technically New York? No. I don't know how the world works. It's fine. I think New York is closer than it is what it is. Same with Cape Cod. That's not that far. And I would like to go there, but I also don't want to go there during the summertime because that's when the crazy touristy stuff happens, and I would rather not. I would rather not. It's that simple. Woo! Doing great. In for 7, as 7s are wild. Yes, they are. I kept thinking I should go to the casino today, but I didn't. I'm going for 6. And one more. What? Just consensual, don't confuse me. I'm already confused enough. And I am so annoyingly tired because my brain decided to just go, hey, screw you. The Cape in summer. Sugar Kitty, you like the Cape in summer? Or the Cape in summer as in, bleh, don't go. The two cats seem to imply fun. Ugh. Sipping some whiskey might help. Hold on. Oh. Complete shifting gears. Ah, that's a little better. I don't know if I should be concerned about that. I'm feeling tired. Have some whiskey. Ah, that's better. And for those who are just showing up, I have a new chair, and the best part, if I don't do this wrong, is I can do this now. Oh crap! No. All right, we're gonna stop that right now. Yes, sure, Kitty. Newport is also a very touristy town, and I avoid that. I avoid that most of the time because it's Newport. Nothing wrong with it. Just the distance for me to get there is about 20 minutes, so I don't bother. But during the summer months, it's a little bonkers. Tourists galore. Lots of boats. Lots of boats. And tourists because of the mansions. Why do people come to New York? It's got to be the boating and the mansions and the ocean life. Ocean Drive is certainly one thing that people could come here for. Hey, if you ever wanted to go to Rhode Island, why? Zenbu, you might be able to answer that question. Hello. Spin a wheel to pull the plug and stream. Oh, thank you, Zenbu. No, I'll be good. It'll pass. It's just one of those things that's just, it's like this. It's like, best way is to put it as a weight. To where you're just standing and then you get like a backpack that's kind of heavy on. Suddenly, you're not standing the same. You're kind of, there's a certain heaviness, literal heaviness in that regard. But that happens to my eyeballs. Or at least right behind them. It's weird. It's very hard to describe, but it's like everything around my eyes gets tired and heavier. I'm sure many people have felt that way when you gotta take a nap or before bed. And it just stays there. It's not that I need to fall asleep. It's just like, hey, you know what? You're gonna feel like this now. That is why it's called a mood disorder, folks. My moods can shift very weird, and my mood just went, you're tired. Lots of hose. Come on now, Whiskey Censored. Don't call yourself that. It's not right. Hold on. Beaches. That's the thing. Oh, stop. Yeah, so there's a lot of boats and there's a lot of beaches. Could say there's a lot of beaches. See what I did there? I don't mean that. But certainly, I would call those tourists beaches. Absolutely. I'm getting around your little rules, YouTube. Whiskey Corner, hello. Cheers to me. Thank you. Happy birthday. Yeah. Welcome to this chaos. We have about 45 minutes-ish left. I will start doing the Raffle finito at 8:50-ish. We'll say. It only takes a moment to do. Then I can wind things down. I'll have to call it. There we go. That's what it is. 8:50 is their absolute last chance to get into the raffle. Again, these are what are in the raffle lineup. 7 little samples. Elijah Craig A123, which is one of the recent releases, or the first release of this year. That sounds better. Green Spot, which I will not pronounce again incorrectly. Leoville. Barton. Finished. Very fancy. Just got this recently because I like Green Spot. And someone knows that. And I've been wanting to get one of these for a while, but I don't see them and they're expensive. So glad to have this one now. The special Aquavite, Roy, as I like to call him. 10-year pick. 10-year-old Loch Lomond pick. 54.9%. I will show you that because you need to understand what is going on with that. And well, I might show you a few of these. Not the Redbreast, because that's got plenty in it. That's the Redbreast 27 year. 27 years. Bonkers, where is it? Look at that. I could keep this all for me, but I give some to you. Cling clang, sorry. That's going to be gone soon. I'm not going to be happy about it. I will. Remember, with whiskey, it's not the fact that it's gone, it's the fact you got to drink it to begin with. And hopefully it gave a lot of good memories. I want to give good memories to others with Roy's pick. It is delicious. I might have a little bit of that next. The whiskey helps, I promise. Crowded Barrel, Magnificent Beast. This is a blend of whiskey that was done by Daniel Whittington. Whiskey Vault / Tribe, if that helps on the YouTubes. That is his blend, which he was really happy about. So glad I got that. Thank you, Mom. Again, she's the one who got it for the channel. The It's Bourbon Night Maker's Mark, the Butterscotch Effect, I think it's called. It's over there. I'm not going to grab it. There's a lot of makers here. This is the makers section right there. And that is the video I did for this week. So if you're wondering what that tastes like, watch that, and it's good. River's 27 year, and the Whiskey Mentor's 3 chord. Again, this is what this bottle is at. It looks like rain, folks. But I have another one, don't worry. I may not even give you this one. I haven't decided yet. Because I know that is so empty that it's changed, but I also realize if I open a new bottle and then immediately pour it into a sample thing, that'll also change it. I wonder. Is there an easy way to deal with the first pour? I imagine when it's a glass, you pour your first pour in and let it rest for a little bit and swirl around maybe. But with a bottle, you just open and you want to share it. You just open it and let it sit open for a minute, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, so it can evaporate a little bit. Or you just let it sit. That wouldn't work very well in the sample thing because it's tiny. There you go. Zenbu knows. It's not whiskey until it's shared. And I could drink all this whiskey behind me. That's a lie. No, I couldn't. There's too much. But there are certain bottles where once they get low, I get a little sketchy about sending them out because it's not quite the same as it was. But then again, no whiskey ever really is. The one I thought about doing for this is the C920, since that was really popular, 3 years ago. Thus why I'm not sharing it, since it's only about that much left. That's up there. Weird that I know where all my bottles are, but I can't find most things in my life if I need them. So it's very low, and I know the air has impacted it because it doesn't taste like it used to. At least that I remember it. It's very different. So we're doing the A123 instead. And also, it's A123. That cannot happen again. I'm trying to think of a situation where it could, and it just can't. Not until 2030, which would be 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. So it'd be a 1. No, it couldn't. 1, 3, 4. No, what? It can't happen. Maybe it can. My brain hurts. Zenbu, yeah, Sugar Kitty. I have heard that somewhere before too. Very familiar to me. Don't know why. More whiskey. Stay awake. Oh man. Woo! Certainly say that drinking this is waking me up a little bit. Also, I did it. Hold on. Please and thank you. We're still aiming for 1,000. I have not officially seen anything about the 500 sub thing from YouTube. They have talked about it. I've heard things, but I don't know if it's been implemented yet. And if it, I'm worried that YouTube, again, this is something I have no idea. But I have made the assumption that since I'm well over 500 subscribers, YouTube was like, no, you got to get to 1,000. You've been here too long. We're sorry. But I haven't actually checked. And even then, I still need the watch hours. So if you want to put my playlists on repeat in the background, muted, or watch them all, that's also an option. But wow, I don't know how many hours of video I have, including live streams. But it's an option. However, just being here helps. And also why I sometimes do 2-hour streams. But as far as the amount of people watching in 2-hour stream, I don't want to do the math in my head, but it is not easy to get to 4,000, let alone 3,000. And I think we're at 2,000 something. I think, can I check? Let's see. Who dat? No, my brother sent me birthday money. How dare he? That's nice. That's an easy one to do. 3K watch hours. What are you at now? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm tempted to enter my brother into the raffle, except there's some kind of rules against that. Like my mom and dad can't enter. So my brother, he can't officially enter because it's too close. Too close to family. What was that? Oh, my brother asked some questions. I will answer those later. My brain. Hold on. What was I doing? Oh, yes, watch time. Again, this is a lovely demonstration of what mental illness can do to a person when they're trying to function. Right now, it's all in my eyes. Tell me, earn. They have an earn button, for the record. It's wild. Yep, mine's still listed as 1,000 subscribers need to be reached. That. It has a little eye. Blah, 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 blah. Updated within 48 hours. But the last update is July 5th. Yeah, I don't know when they're implementing the new rules, but I haven't seen anything yet. So at the moment, I have to get to 1,000 subscribers and one of the following. This is the part that's rich. 4,000 watch hours, and we are at 2,162. You can see how hard it is to get to 3,000 or 4,000. I did it once, by the way, which is kind of wild. But I think that's when I was doing 3 streams a week. That was rough. Doing 2 is pretty rough. Doing 3 a week. Or I can get to 10 million shorts views within 90 days. The 4,000 watch hours is in a year, or 365 days. It is listed here. So there's that. And again, I'm partially annoyed that I had gotten to the watch hours, unless it changed. It might have, because it was a while ago. But that felt pretty annoying. Okay, it's my brother and my friend Greg. Okay, got it. Clear that so I don't see that again. Or we'll see it later. Checking to see who did what here. Me, that's my brother. Got it. Okay, clear. Oh, you know what? I didn't open Venmo. So if there were any Venmos, I have no idea. The rabbit is via PayPal, by the way. Okay. Just my brother. Got it. Oh. But yes, to answer the question the cooking with squirrel had, that many, 2,100 and whatever it said. It's a slow trek to get there. I know at some point, it's just a matter of getting into the algorithm. The problem is I don't make clickbait content. I don't phrase things in the way they want. So if I did, the top so-and-so videos always do something, or asking a question, what is the best bourbon out there? Something like that. Which again, taste is subjective. So that video isn't quite correct. What else is there? There's so many little clickbaity titles. And a lot of whiskey channels do them. So I don't bother. Because this channel is about what I'm doing and not about clickbait BS. Unless I feel the need to do one. I did the thing. Wait. What was I talking about? I did the thing. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. I read Cooking with Squirrel's comment. My brain went, that's it, you're gone. Yes, Cooking with Squirrel, it is. But I've also been doing this for a few years now. So it adds up, but again, it's 365 days, so it changes year to year, or 365 days to 365 days. So even if I got a whole bunch of hours over a year ago, it doesn't count anymore. Crap, what was I saying? Oh, my brain. Notorious Dave? I don't know what we're talking about. Tillage shared song, that was brilliant. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember either. Checking the thing, checking the hours, and checking the... And like and subscribe. That's something I have to say. Clickbait videos. Yes, there we go. The channel, this channel, is not about clickbait unless I feel I want to do something like that. And that's usually around the holidays and autumn anyway. And what I was trying to say is I did the top 5 somethings according to Reddit thing once. And that did okay. I'm surprised, you know, because it was clickbait title. I don't remember what I said. But the other one I should do is the, once you get to the end of the year, the top so-and-so whiskeys of 2023. I don't have enough of those. And even if I do, they're very select. Like this whole month is about its bourbonite picks. Those are gone. You cannot get those unless you already have one. So it's not quite the same vein of things. I'm in between a whiskey tuber who makes their own picks and a person who buys their own whiskey. Because I get whiskey from its bourbonite, or not, I get whiskey from Whiskey Tube people. Mostly it's bourbonite. There are a few others in there. Roy's, the one from Hot Potato Rolls. And then the stuff I buy or whatever is donated. By the way, you can still donate a bottle to the channel. I won't stop you. And there's a way to do it. There are ways to do it. Or join my Patreon. Still not good at saying that. I said I was going to do that. But there is a Patreon. The link's down below if you want to join. Unfortunately, lenses are going away. So I'll be more writing stuff if I remember even how to do that. But also check out the Instagram. I don't get any money from that. But Patreon and just supporting the channel via PayPal and Venmo always helps. And also why I do these giveaways, because it's nice when things are given to me, like bottles and support, but it's much better if that support helps you get something in return. That is how exchange works, sort of, to an extent, because we have to go through certain things. Hello. Squirrel, happy birthday. Thank you. Is that for some entries? I will assume it is unless you tell me otherwise. If that was you. Again, I can't tell. All it says is squirrel. So I will assume that is you. But that's also what's happening to my brain, so now I'm just confused. Yeah, my brain is like, what is it? When you feel tired and you have ADHD stuff, or ADD, I don't know which it is officially. But yeah, that's what happens. Entries, cool. Cooking with Squirrel, we'll just say Squirrel. That'll be 5 right there, right? Yes, good. I had to check. God damn. There we go. Oh, this music is so chill. I want to sleep. In 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. There we go. It's quite a few entries now. It's quite a few people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people now. Squirrel is me. I am the squirrel. Cooking with squirrel. I haven't cooked squirrel on the channel yet, but I might one day. It's an option. It works in some places. Hey, when you're hungry, you start to get you get a lot less picky. Ugh. Whiskey corner's in for one. Cool. Ow. What? It's a squeaky thing. I can squeak now. That's interesting. Whiskey corner. I had to check your name, Whiskey Corner. So there's whiskey with no E and whiskey with one E, and there are reasons why that's a thing. Or no E. Hold on. There's whiskey with no E, and there's whiskey with one. And there's a reason why. But in general, it doesn't matter. It's just whiskey. It's the thing. And to clarify, whiskey with no E is typically Scotch. So check your Scotch bottles. I just get that confused. What was I doing? Whiskey corner's in for one. Gotta clear my chat stuff. Brother. There is squirrel. Boom. There is whiskey corner. The hard part for me is linking up the digital names. So your username with what shows up by PayPal and Venmo. Usually the amount is the answer to that, but sometimes if it's all the same amounts suddenly, well, it gets so confusing. But I know most of them, so thank you for entering. And again, I will say, if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, something happens. If you haven't already. I assume everyone who's in chat has, but just in case. You never know. I will click on the thing. There we go. The thing has been clicked. Oh, gosh. Hold up. I didn't see that. How did I not see that? JC, hello. Cheers. Thank you for the happy birthday and the 750 subscriber thing. It happened. We'll see how long that lasts. I always feel like something weird has happened when we hit a goal. The big one for... I had a thought there. It's gone now. Let's talk about the big one. Birds. 750 subscribers. 1,000. This is a day of days. This is what happens when you get older. Just all goes. It's gone. Whatever it's talking about is gone. My 7th. My birthday. That's the important part. But also the 750 subscriber thing is a while that just kind of clinked together suddenly. Normally this would be 2 streams. It could have been. Now that I think about it, I could have done birthday stream and then 750 subscriber celebration. But why? Just do it all at once. That way Sunday can be something else. I don't know what yet, but it'll be something else. Probably just a hangout, because doing live stream giveaways solo is tricky business. Oh, that reminds me for some reason. Whiskey Mountains is doing her Alzheimer's fundraiser this month. I don't have the link available, but if one of the mods who is modding, or who has it on hand, could post that in chat, you have the ability to get bottles and help support research to end Alzheimer's, hopefully someday. Most importantly, as far as whiskey folk are concerned, is you get into a very large and always, so far, just continuing to grow raffle giveaway that she's doing. And Irene Tan has donated a bottle. I have donated a sampler. I haven't decided what I'm going to put in it yet, but there will be one that you can win. And she is doing that on the 20th. Later this month. So look forward to that. I am. I put in some entries, but I don't remember how much. Not much, but something. More than just 5. More than just 1 entry for that. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. I know what part of this is. This sudden tiredness. Not having eaten in a while. That protein drink thing only lasts so long. And I have not eaten since 10 o'clock this morning? 11? Something like that? Ugh. So we'll say a drop in blood sugar? Is that how that works? I don't know how the human body works. But I know if you haven't eaten for a while, your whole being doesn't really like it. And that's part of this problem. Oh, that's better. A little water helps. Blah. What else was there? Oh, they were just sitting right next to me. I remember I wanted to talk about it, but this is the C920. So as you can see, it's very empty. It's looking like rain, as we've been calling it here. And I've started putting bottles next to me that look like rain, meaning they are low, less than half. So maybe 25% still in there. This one is not even that. This one needs to go. I feel like I want to finish this one off this weekend. My voice, why? There we go. Thank you, Zenfood, for that. It was 7:23. I knew it was. I was wanting to say 7:23, but I wasn't certain, so I didn't. Thank you, Cucumber Squirrel. I appreciate that. As I have talked about the mental illness stuff that I live with, you fumble over a lot of things like feeding yourself and getting enough sleep because your sleeping pattern is such a mess, because your brain is such a mess, so you never know when you're going to sleep. There we go. Zenbu, thank you for that. Hopefully this will wear off soon once I get some food in my system. I was going to order pizza. I didn't. But that is the cool thing about what Adriana is doing, is that she actually works on the cure for Alzheimer's, or at least she is working on a cure for Alzheimer's. And her channel's pretty cool too, her YouTube channel. So check that out. If you like mountains and you like nature, as I do to an extent, nature doesn't necessarily like me. Mosquitoes and sun and sunburns. But she goes and does all the hiking for you and drinks whiskey outside, which I will recommend. If you haven't drank whiskey outside, do it. And Chambers, thank you for popping in. Bye. See you again soon. You know where to find me. It's right here. All right, we're getting there. We have less than 10 minutes until the raffle stops. Okay. So we will, we will be ending the giveaway in about 6 minutes. So get your entries in now. If you don't, well, that's it. This is the big one, by the way. This is why I keep talking about all these samples, because they're all related to me in some way. The Elijah Craig is because it's the recent Elijah Craig pick, or the first one this year, since the other one's out now. And I know people would like to try it simply because it's this year. It's the first one, and if you can't find the bottle, you can't buy the bottle. Now's your chance. The green spot, recently donated. Fancy green spot, as I like to call it. And I'm very glad to have a bottle of it. And I will do an A/B comparison at some point, but not with this one. We'll have to find another green spot. Maybe I have one. That's a new feeling, not being sure if I have a certain whiskey. I don't think I do. The Aquavite Loch Lomond. Delicious. And I don't want to share it. I want to finish that bottle myself, but I know I want to share it more. I really do. It's so good. If anything else, just to give it to people so they can try it and be like, why is it I want more. It's gone now. The Crowded Barrel, because I have trained at Wizard Academy, where Daniel resides. Whiskey Somm level 2. So I like what they're doing over there, especially at Crowded Barrel. That is where the bottle is from. Thus, the Crowded Barrel Magnificent Beast. Jackalope for this one. It's Bourbonite Maker's Mark. It's Bourbonite. Again, another channel that has been kind enough to visit me. Same with Roy. Same with Whiskey Mountains, which is why I talk about them. Because they like to hang out, just be a person. That's always nice. I think we all are that. Last I checked. Haven't checked recently. So that's why their Maker's Mark pick is there, and that's also a recent video. I'm explaining this because it has to be understood. This is a whole thought out process. Redbreast 27, again, a donated bottle. Can't afford that myself. And of course, it's Redbreast 27. That is a bottle most people will not buy. And in this case, I would like to share it with others. And of course, to finish it off, Whiskey Mentor's 3-chord, a favorite of mine, very sweet. Butterscotch Sunday is what it's called, so that gives you a very good idea of what it is like. And of course, because Irene Tan is local to me, Whiskey Mentors. He is the one who does a lot of barrel picks, and they're really good. And I was very fortunate to have the serendipitousness that happened at her store, where I met so many other whiskey people who are doing so much stuff. Cliff Smith, who is a whiskey somm. I met Rex and Daniel there for the first time. She opened her store. That's the first time I got to go there and meet Rex and Daniel. Kelly and John, who now are running their own distillery in the area. They're actually moving their location right now to a bigger one, so hopefully I'll be able to check that out soon. Collision of things. And I've also been able to do so much more on whiskey stuff now. Pouring for Irene Tan's event. I've made connections with other whiskey people. Not only people who consume whiskey, but also the people who, I want to say distribute, but that's not quite what I mean. Ambassadors. Other whiskey ambassadors. There we go. The most recent one was, I put it away. But I got to try a whiskey out of England, of all places. It's really good. I'm looking forward to opening that. That might be next month. It might not. Don't know yet, because I don't schedule that far ahead in my brain. I should, but I haven't. I'm slowly doing that, because we have the Larceny, and we have that English whiskey, and I have a number of other bottles over here. So don't worry. And I have a few that I put on the back burner. I was going to do for last month, but I didn't. And I really have to lean into the fact that I'm opening these bottles for myself. That's the hard part, because I am a whiskey channel. And there is, of course, the emphasis of doing videos that will get views. Whereas I have been doing videos for me to view, or for you to view, if you've been watching this channel. Is that the Filey rhymes with Riley? Yes, Andrew Butler, that is. Filey Bay. I think it is. It's good. I like. What was I trying to sum up that with? I've been very fortunate to be doing whiskey in the way I have, and I'm not doing it in a way that coincides with the algorithm yet. But I feel at some point it'll all click. Getting more subscribers definitely helps. And the algorithm will kind of pick it up and roll it into other stuff. So, you know, I will get put into the little categories at the end of other videos. Hopefully at the end of Whiskey Vault or Whiskey Tribe stuff, or It's Bourbonite stuff, or Aqua Vitae stuff, or Whiskey Mountain stuff, whatever. Everything. But there are a lot of whiskey channels out there. And this is just a crazy man with a mustache. Thanks for being here with me. We have officially hit the timer for the giveaway, so that is ending right now. So I won't even show you what it is anymore. Also like and subscribe. Wait, also like and subscribe. Hey! One thing I don't want to say, so this is why I have that, so I can just click on it every once in a while. Still wish I could make that automatic. I have yet to figure that one out. Scrolling is gone. Apple samples are gone. Why? Excuse me. Now we get to do the actual giveaway part. That's the fun part. So let me get this situated. Blah, blah. There we go. Wrong one. All right. Ooh, this requires a little trickery. Spin the wheel. Not really. The wheel is for patrons. So if you want to be a patron of mine, there's a chance you'll get a whiskey thing just for being one. Mama KillCo, hello. Happy birthday. You know, you were there. Is there cake? Yes. I did stop in at Lee's, and they did have a slice of cake that looked pretty good. So I will have cake. Don't worry. We're wrapping up the raffle now. Where's the thing? Nope, nope, nope. Don't mind me, this takes a sec. How do I do this? Oh, that's right. Blip. There we go. As you can see, there are a bunch of names there. Oh, I have to actually go over there now. This gets confusing as hell. There they all are. I'm going to hit the randomizer. Blip. Let's see what this looks like. There we are. That is how it's rolled up. And I like to do one extra step. Some people don't. But I like to, because this is just a bunch of randomized numbers now. That's what it did for me. It put them in a numerical order. And now... that's one way of looking at it then, dude. Yes, somehow I exist. Yeah. So it looks like we have 37 entries. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Hey Google, pick a random number between 1 and 37.
Here's a random number.
Nope.
21.
21. I should be able to see what that is. All right. Why does this not surprise me? This happens far too often, Zen Buddha. Is this rigged? Have you rigged my phone? What's going on here? Of course, if you put enough entries in, we know how that works. What? Indeed. Zen Buddha, no. Right. We will talk. We'll do a hand delivery, and I should be seeing you soon anyway. Rig Evil Williams agrees. But thankfully, I do it in such a way that it cannot be rigged. It's hilarious. And I think you deserve it out of all, overall, you deserve it because you donate so much to this channel. People don't even know, but I do. Candace, hello! Good to see you, sir. I see you subscribed recently. Oh gosh, how do I do this? Hold on. First of all, I have to go back to the regular screen. Let's do that first. Bloop. Hey. And now... it's Candace. Well, none of you know, but Candace and I go way back. Playing a lot of video games, World of Warcraft in particular. So this poor man has known me for a very long time. Lovely to see you, as always. Thank you for showing up. Ugh. 21 is 3 times 7, Ma. Again, you can work a number into anything, but that is a good point. Right? Local delivery. That's great. Alright, Zen Boot, I will talk. You let me know. Because some of these you may have donated. Yes. Indeed. Alright, about 5 minutes left for the stream. I am winding down so fast. Painful. But thank you for everyone who entered. I will be doing another one of these next Friday in all likelihood. Similar thing. Sampler of 7. My special pick. This is the big one. Again, Redbreast 27 might not make it in again. but it might. Again, I'm not going to drink that whole bottle. And I have a few others I didn't throw in this time that are also fancy. There is a Wild Turkey, and there is a Jameson bottle that are super fancy. There's a Diamond Anniversary Wild Turkey, and there's a Jameson 18 year, which will be worked into another raffles. Don't worry, there's plenty of other things out there that are what I consider fancy. And unfortunately, fancy to me just means very expensive and overpriced. Not always the best, but I know people want to try it. There you go. That's enough. Enough for me, at least. Because people want to try the fancies. People want to try the expensive stuff because it is, what's the wording? Just the fact that it costs more can make people feel like they want to appreciate it more. It's weird. It's a mental thing. So you can give people two different whiskeys. Well, you can give people the same whiskey twice and then just tell them one is more expensive than the other. And possibly, in all likelihood, they will enjoy the more expensive one, or they will think they enjoy it more because it's more expensive. And we have learned here, price doesn't equal quality. It might be a different phrasing, but that's the gist of it. It's because it's expensive doesn't mean it's good. I wish it were that way. Kind of. I'd rather not. Actually, I like personally to find the stuff that's much less expensive and also very good. Wild Turkey 101 is one of those examples. Although I haven't had that in a hot minute because I've graduated to rare breed, which is really freaking good. Oh my god. I have some up there. No, it's actually over here. It made it over here. That's right. The rare breed is looking like rain. Almost. I feel like it should be down a little lower. But it's slow enough. And I put these over here, so when I wonder, what should I drink tonight, or what should I pour for myself, I don't have to think about it very hard. Because it's right. You look at these and go, oh, I should finish these. Instead of looking at all these bottles behind me and going, I don't know. Which happens a lot. It is, it's like a paralysis. What is it called? Selection overload? No. Choice overload? Something like that. It's where there's so many choices that your brain just locks up and you don't know what, it's just, you don't know. You don't know what to choose because there's too many things to choose from. Whereas if I have these looking like rain bottles, which need to be finished soon, right next to me, I look at those instead. So instead of it being 100 bottles or so, possibly more than 100, it's 10. Actually, how many are over here right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we actually have some Lefroy Glora that really needs to go. Look at that. Here we go. It's an example right here. My favorite bottle of the year is the Peaky Blinder Bushmills Prohibition that you picked up from me. Hey, I'm glad you like that. Yeah, $30. That was the last one there. So you should check if they've restocked. That's one I thought about getting too. Just because you talked about it. I do have a Bushmills 10 year over here, but I'm saving that for next year, next March. And that's a new thing for me, is grabbing bottles to review later. Irish month, or March as it's called, has gotten more difficult with that because I have to buy 4 different bottles of Irish whiskey every year. I'm not against it. And this year I didn't have to buy some very expensive ones. But a few I did over the years. A certain bottle that we don't talk about is one of those. And more of that. But this one's really got to go. It's been like this for too long. Maybe I'll pour some after this. We'll see. Right now we're ending with a Crowded Barrel. I only had a few drinks tonight. But again, I'm being careful because I haven't really eaten at all. There's a sandwich that's calling my name, which I'll be making right after the stream. I don't know what else is going on tonight. There are other channels going on. But Sugar Kitty, Zenbu, if anyone knows about other channels going live next, please check those out. Tell them KillCo sent you, because it's confusing. And remember, like and subscribe and all that. That's a good thing. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. 750 subscribers. Another year in the bag. 43 instead of 42. 42 was a good year, though. It absolutely was. 9 o'clock. As always. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will find the ends, and I will see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.